Verse number 27. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful. Watlu, O Messenger, peace be upon him, you narrate Ma uhiya ilayk, what is being revealed unto you, min kitabi rabbika, from the book of your Lord. La mubaddila li kalimati. His words, his laws cannot be changed. Walan tajida min dunihi multahada, nor can you find any place of refuge besides him. Wasbir, O Messenger, show patience. Wasbir nafsak, and show patience in your own self. Ma'alladina, together with those yad'una rabbahum, who invoke their Lord, bil gadati wal ashi, in the mornings and evenings. Yuriduna wajhahu, seeking his countenance or seeking his pleasure. Wala ta'adu aynaka anhum, and don't turn away your eyes from them. Turidu zinat al-hayati dunya, in seeking the adornment and pleasures of this worldly life. Wala tuti' man aghfalna qalbah, and don't follow one who is heedless, whose heart is heedless and dhikrna, from our remembrance. Wattaba hawahu, and they follow their own wish. Wakana amruhu furata, and the matter of such people exceeds all the limits of neglect. Wakul, and say, Al hakmi rabbikum, truth is from your Lord. Faman sha'a falyumin, now whoever wishes, let him believe. Waman sha'a falyakfur, and who wills, let him reject. Inna atadna lidzalimina nara. In fact, we have prepared for wrongdoers the fire. Ahata bihim suradikuha, whose canopies shall encircle them. وَإِن يَسْتَغِيثُوا, and if they plead or ask for water, يُغَاثُوا بِمَاءٍ كَالْمُهْلِ, they will be served with hot water like hot boiling oil. Al-wood, yes, which shall burn even their faces. Bisa sharab, what a wretched type of drink they will be provided. Wasa'at murtafaka, and the worst place to dwell. Inna alladhina amanu, on the other hand, those who believe. Wa'amilu salihat, and do good deeds. Inna la nudi'u ajra, surely we never destroy ajra, the reward of those man ahsana amala, who does good deeds. Ulaika lahum jannat, they are those for whom will be gardens. Adan, perpetual, everlasting gardens. Tajri min tahtihim al-anhar, beneath which flow streams. Yuhallawna fiha, they'll be adorned therein, min asawira min al-zahab, with the ornaments of gold. Vayalbasuna thiyab al-khudra, and they'll be made to wear the clothing, green in color, min sundusin wa istabrak, of silk and brocade. Muttaki'ina fiha ala al-araik, they'll be reclining on high couches in those gardens. Nima thawab, but the best reward they get, wa hasanat murtafaka, and the best of places to dwell or live. Sadaqallahul Azim. Coming back to today's lesson, this is verse number 27. Verse number 27 of chapter Al-Kahf. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Watlu ma uhiya ilayk, O Messenger, peace be upon him, you narrate to them ma uhiya ilayk, what is being revealed unto you. Min kitabi rabbik, from the book of your Lord. You consider on this, please, on the words. La mubaddala li kalimati. His law or his words are not changeable, cannot be changed. Walan tajida min dunihi multahada, nor can you find any place of refuge besides him. Wasbir nafsaka, O Messenger, you show patience in your own self, with your own self, patience, ma'alladina, together with those people, yad'una rabbahum bil gadati wal ashi, who invoke their Lord in the mornings and evenings. Yuriduna wajhahu, seeking his pleasure or countenance. Wala ta'adu aynaka anhum, O Messenger, peace upon him, don't turn your eyes from them or beyond them. Turidu zinat al-hayat dunya, in seeking the adornment of this worldly life. Wala tutir, and don't follow or obey man aghfalna qalbahu an dhikrina, that person who is whose heart is heedless an dhikrina, from our remembrance. Wattaba hawa, and he only follows his own wish. Wakana amruhu furuta, and his matter has exceeded limits of neglect. Wakul, and say, O Messenger, al hakum min rabbikum, truth is from your Lord. Faman sha'a, and whoever wishes, falyumin, let him believe. Vaman sha'a, and who wills, falyakfur, let him disbelieve or reject. Inna atadna, but remember, surely we have prepared lidhalimina, for the wrongdoers, nara, the fire, ahata bihim suradikoha, whose canopies shall encircle and encompass them. Vayastagisu, if they plead for water, yugasu bima, they'll be served with water, kalmuhli, like the boiling oil. Yashvil wujuh, which shall burn their faces. Bisa sharab, the wretched type of drinks they will be provided. Wasa'at murtafaka, and the worst place to dwell or to live. Inna alladhina aman, on the other hand, those who believe. Wa'amilu salihat, and do good deeds. Inna, verily, la nudiyu ajra, we don't destroy the reward, man as of those who do good deeds. Amala, good deeds. Ulaika lahum jannat, for them there will be gardens, Aden, which will be everlasting gardens, tajri min tahtiha al-anhar, beneath which flow streams. Yuhallavna fiha, they will be adorned therein, min asawir min zahab, with the ornaments of gold. Wayalbasuna thiyaban khudra, and they will be made to wear clothing of green color, min sundusyum wa istabrak, of silk and brocade. Muttaki'ina fiha ala al-ara'ik, they will recline therein on high couches. Ni'ma thawab, what a great reward. Wa hasnat murtafaka, and what the best place to live. Sadaqallah lazim. Again, verse number 27. Watlu, O Messenger, you narrate to them, ma uhiya, like what is being revealed to you, min kitab rabbik, from the book of your Lord. La mubaddila li kalimati, there is no change in his command. Walan tajida min dunihi multahada, if you try to change it, you will find no refuge besides him anywhere. Wasbir nafsak, and show patience with your own self, ma'alladin, together with those, or in the company of those, yad'una rabbahum bil gadati wal ashi, who invoke their Lord in the mornings and evenings. Yuriduna vajha, seeking his countenance or his pleasure. Wala ta'adu aynaka, and don't turn away your sight or eyes anhum, from them. Turidu zinat al-hayat dunya, in seeking the pleasures or adornments of this worldly life. Wala tuti', and don't obey or follow man aghfalna qalba, whose heart has turned heedless and dhikrna, from our remembrance. Wataba hawa, and one who only follows his own desires. Wakana amruhu furuta, and his matter has exceeded the limits of neglect. Wakul, and say, O Messenger, peace be upon him, al haqqu min rabbikum, O people, truth is from your Lord. Faman sha'a, now it is your choice. Whosoever believes, falyumin, whosoever wishes, falyumin, let him believe. Waman sha'a, and who wishes, falyakfur, let him disbelieve or reject. But remember, inna atadna, surely we have prepared lidhalimeen, for wrongdoers, nara, the fire, ahata bihim suradikoha, whose canopies and high walls surround them. Vayastagisu, and if they plead for water, yugasu bima, they'll be served with that water, kalmuhul, which will be like boiling oil. يشوي الوجوه, we shall burn their faces. بئس الشراب, what a worse kind of drink they will be provided. وساءت مرتفقا, and the worst kind of place they have to dwell. إن الذين آمنوا, on the other hand, those who believe, وعملوا الصالحات, and do good deeds. Inna la nudiyo. Indeed, we're not allowed to go waste. Ajra, the reward of those man ahsana amala, who does good deeds. Ulaika, they are the people, lahum jannah, for them will be gardens. Adan, of eternity. Tajri min tahtil anhar, beneath which flow streams. Yuhallavna fiha, they will be adorned therein, min asavira min al-zahab, with the ornaments of gold. Vayalbasuna siyaban khudra, and they'll be made to wear clothing of green color. Min sundusim wa istabrak, of silk and brocades. Muttaki'ina fiha ala al-ara'ik, they'll recline therein on high couches. Nima sawab, what a reward for them. Wahasnat Murtafaka, and what a best place to live or dwell. Sadaqallahul Azim. This is some verses in between which are addressed to the Prophet, peace be upon him. Then we'll again see some more stories of the past people to learn lesson from them, because the next verse which we are going to study inshallah next time is Wadrib lahum masala rajulain. Give them the example of those two people, two friends. Then the story again starts here. So in between, these are verses that we study today. These are addressed to the Prophet, peace be upon him, as a messenger. Because role of the messenger, well, is that the messenger is being chosen by Allah from among the humans for the revelations which he receives through angels, and the role of the messenger is to act upon those messages and then convey those messages to the people to whom he is sent as a messenger. Same is true for the last messenger, Muhammad, peace be upon him. But his audience is wide and spread over all the nations of the world till the last day. So he Prophet is addressed. In the limited context, this Watluma here means you convey this message, what you relate this or narrate this, what is being related to you, to these people, that to the Meccans, who are your immediate audience. Watlu, you narrate, O messenger, or convey, ma uhiya, like what is being revealed unto you, min kitab rabbik, from the book of your Lord. That means whatever message you have revealed, and the role to be played by you as a messenger is to convey this message to the people before you. La mubaddala li kalimati. There cannot be any change in his laws, in his divine law. Divine law is this, that messengers are being chosen by God. They receive message with this instruction to convey them. Walan tajda min duni multahada. That means if you don't fulfill this mission, surely you will never find any refuge besides when you are. That means the role of the messenger is well defined, that he has to convey his assigned job. Then Prophet is addressed in such trying circumstances in which Prophet, peace be upon him, and his companions lived in Mecca, that these are hard times for you. And not only for hard times for you, but those who believe in you, your companions. So they look to you for help and considerations and your support, moral and every type of support they need from you, and consolations from you. So, O Messenger, you keep your flock together. This is being addressed. Wasbir nafsak. You show patience in your own self. Ma'alladina, together with those people. Yad'una rabbahum bil gadat wal ishi, who invoke their Lord in the mornings and evening. That means you live together. You give them, provide them small strength, and show patience together with them. That means you have to live as a well-organized group, because they need your support. So what's well enough? So, O Messenger, peace be upon him, show patience with your own self, and together with those. That means your companions, worthy companions who have been suffering persecution from all the quarters. Together with those people, yad'una rabbahum bil ghadati wal ishi, who invoke their Lord in the morning ceremony. That means who have abundant idol worship, who have come out of that polytheism and who have accepted your faith, who now believe in one God and His last messenger, peace be upon him. O messenger, you show patience. We know that you are suffering. You are working against all the odds. But this is true to those too who believe in you. So be together with them. You show patience together with those people who have invoked their Lord in the mornings and evenings simply to seek pleasure of their Lord. وَلَا تَعْدُ عَيْنَاكَ, O messenger, don't turn away your eyes, your sight unknown from them. That means they need you. They are looking towards you with all the hopes. Their all hopes are, O messenger of God, with you, resting with you. So you too take care of them. Don't let them feel that they are being ignored. You keep your flock together. They belong to you. They have burned their boats. They've left all their beliefs, all their families, all the comforts, everything behind and come to you. So now, as a messenger, peace be upon you, it is your responsibility that وَلَا تَعْدُ عَيْنَاكَ عَنْهُمْ, don't turn your eyes from them. That will be caring to them. You take care of them. تريد زينة الحياة الدنيا, seeking the adornments of this worldly life. So it is addressed to the Prophet, in fact, that don't turn your eyes or sight from them, seeking pleasures for this worldly life, though it is inconceivable that Prophet, peace be upon him, as a messenger, worthy messenger, would turn away from them and look towards the worldly comforts. It is, in fact, this message is being conveyed to the opponents of Prophet, peace be upon him, that this Prophet has been appointed and he is being advised to take care of his companions. And he will never look towards his worldly comforts in which you are indulging in. Don't try to lure him towards your faith because it's not possible. Don't conceive this. Don't think about it that this Prophet will ever turn his eyes towards you, towards the all comforts and adornments of this worldly life. Though it is addressed to the Prophet, but a message being conveyed to his opponents. And that's why he is wala tuti', and don't obey or follow. Man aghfalna qalbahu dhikrina. Don't follow that person or those people whose hearts were turned away, whose hearts are turned away from our remembrance. That means you have to take care of your own companions. Keep your flock together. Because this has a background also, as we talked before in Quran, a couple of places, that when Prophet would invite those people, that was Abu Jahl, Abu Lahab, and enemies of Islam, just try to listen to my message. They would point blank reject. And sometimes, just out of their own conspiracies, out of their own hidden agenda, they would propose, "Oh Muhammad, peace be upon him, okay, we're ready to listen to your message. But do you think that we should rub our shoulders with Bilals and Sahibs, who were our slaves till yesterday? The dark second people, downtrodden people, whom we don't even consider human beings. We used to buy them, sell them, purchase them, and take any kind of help as we would use our cattle. So do you think, oh message, we should come to listen to your message and rub our shoulders with these people? You throw them away first. Then only we'll listen. Sometimes, Prophet, peace be upon him, out of affection and out of this positive attitude, maybe if they come and listen, maybe some of them may believe. He would, in the hearts think not that he had any grudge or he would try to throw away those of his companions, but he was convinced, oh messenger, try to understand. They are not sincere in this effort. They will listen to your message but never accept it. It's only their conspiracy. They want to create a wedge between you and between your companions. That's why they would try to see the seeds of dissension amongst your rank and file by making a precondition that you just push them away first and then only will come to listen to your message. So the Prophet said, will never do it. As we read some time back, "Wala tatrud," don't push away those people who have believed in you, simply to please these people because they have put a precondition that only then will they listen. If you push them away for some time, don't do it. It's a conspiracy against Islam and creating seeds of dissension, sowing seeds of dissension between your rank and file, O messenger, peace be upon him. Don't fall in this trap. The same is explained here in a different words. That you show patience in yourself together with those people who invoke their Lord in the mornings and evening. That means your own companions who have burned all the boats and joined your ranks, simply seeking the pleasure of Allah. And don't turn away your eyes, your sight from them to seek the pleasures of this worldly life. And don't accept or follow the desires of those people whose hearts have have become heedless from our remembrance, and and who only follow their own desires. Don't follow in their trap. It's a conspiracy that they're putting a precondition. Wakana amru furuta. Their matter has gone beyond and exceed the limits of neglect. This only a trap they are trying to bring you in. And cool, and say openly, tell them, I'm not going to do that. Because the fact is that Al Hakum Rabbikum, that truth is from your Lord, which I have received through revelations. And now it is choice yours, whether you believe, whosoever believes and whosoever rejects. And I'm not force them, nor shall I throw back my own companions who have believed in me. Now, the conditions you are putting, just listen to my message. No, it's not possible. I tell you openly, cool here means, O Messenger, announce to them who are putting these preconditions, announce to them, Al Hakum Rabbikum, that truth is from your Lord. Now it is your sweet wish. Waman Shah, and whoever wish, you may let him believe. Waman Shah, and who wish, let him disbelieve. There is no compulsion. And don't put conditions. If you are ready to believe, if you are rejected, reject. And don't put such conditions. But remember, whosoever rejects, deliberately rejects message, he invites the wrath and anger of God in this world and in the life hereafter, in its absolute form. Surely we have prepared for such wrongdoers who deliberately reject truth and put such conditions without listening, without thinking, or even if they think that, even if they are convinced, still they are not ready to believe for such wrongdoers who have prepared, prepared Nara, such a fire, that is fire of hell, Ahata Bihim Surah Dikha, whose surrounding walls of fire, and their canopies shall encircle and encompass them. When Yastagisu, even if they call for plead for water to quench their thirst therein, Yugas will be mine, they will be provided drinks of water, Kaleemullah, as if it is hot, boiling, dredged oil, which shall burn their interiors, and even their faces will be roasted by such drinks. Be such sharab, what a wretched type of, or the worst kind of drinks they will be served with. Wasat murtafaka, and what a worst place they have chosen for themselves by their rejection of the true message. What a worst place to dwell and to live. And on the other hand, those people, surely those people who believe, وَعَمِلُوا صَالِحَاتٍ, and do good deeds. Inna la nudi'u ajr. Surely, we shall never allow to go waste ajr, the reward, man ahsana amala, of those who do good deeds. Ulaika, in contrast, for the rejectors, deliberate rejectors, who persecute and subject to all kinds of atrocities those who believe in one God, for them there will be a fire, they will be surrounded by fire. Even if they ask or plead for water, they will provide you a kind of water or drinks which will be like hot boiling oil, which will burn their faces. The worst kind of drinks they will be provided, and the worst kinds of place they will dwell in. On the other hand, those people who believe or are sincere in their beliefs, and not only believe verbally, they do good deeds. They are honest in their dealings, truthful in their speech, and helpful to all. Inna la nudi'u ajra man ahsana. We never allow to go waste the reward of those people who do good deeds. Ulaika lahum jannat. In contrast to those rejectors, they are the people for whom will be gardens adn, of eternity. That means gardens which will be forever. There shall be no end to the comforts of paradise. Tajri min tahtiha al-anhar, beneath which flow streams. That's just a sign or symbol of the comforts Quran generally talks about, flowing streams That means the best type of comforts they will be provided. يُحَلَّوْنَ فِيهَا مِنْ أَسَاوِرَ. They'll be adorned therein with min asawir, with ornaments min zahab, of gold, وَيَلْبَسُونَ ثِيَابًا خُضْرًا, and they'll be made to wear the clothes green in color, min sundus wa istabrak, of silk. Sundus means silk, istabrak means brocades. They're costly, richly provided, all the adornments. مُتَّكِئِينَ فِي عَلَى الْأَرَائِكِ. They'll be reclining on high couches therein. Again, we have to remember, as we have been talking about it, this, whatever is talked in Quran talks about the discomforts or the punishments in hell, or the different kinds of comforts in the gardens of paradise. This only to make the wrongdoers feel what is going to be their fate, and the good doers, the comforts in store for them. But it's only symbolic. Quran talks, it's all symbolism, because what is in store in the next world, it is inconceivable, because that pertains to metaphysical world, that's beyond physics, beyond human comprehension. So it is all symbolic. That doesn't mean flowing streams as we see flowing streams. As Quran talks about in the gardens of paradise, there'll be these streams of milk, Quran talks about. And sometimes in Quran talks about the streams of flowing honey. That should not be confused with honey which is being produced by honeybees, or milk produced by cows. No, it's not. It's only that there'll be comforts there. What kind of comforts? As Prophet peace upon him explained, the comforts provided by Allah the Almighty for His pious and righteous servants in the gardens of paradise are those which no human eye has ever seen, no human ear has ever heard of, and nor a human mind has ever conceived or can ever conceive. So it's beyond our comprehension. We cannot understand that, because that is different world, in different laws of different, what we call, of time and space, which cannot be imagined. I'll give just an example from modern sciences. We know, as Quran had predicted 1400 years back, about the fate of this universe. That, as we read, we shall, have we read that? Sorry, chapter Anbiya? Al-Anbiya? No, we'll soon read that. Verse number 104, when Quran talks about the fate of the universe. يَوْمَ نَطْوِي السَّمَاءَ كَطَيْ الْكُتُبِ. A day is going to come sooner or later when this expanding universe, what the universe we are expanding at the moment, a day is going to come sooner or later. Not with sama, when we shall fold back or roll back whole this cosmic system and bring it in its own form, what in the form it was in the beginning. Then Quran goes a step beyond. We shall repeat the process of creation as we had done in the first instance when there nothing existed. I was talking about this. Now this is the point where modern science have reached after 300 years of long journey. Long journey. Now the latest one is Stephen Hawking, who passed away just last year. His research about, which is depicted in the title of his book even, the brief history of time from Big Bang to the black holes, wherein he explains the origin of universe as Big Bang, when there was explosion in that primordial atom that started systematic creation of protogalaxies, galaxies, stars, planets, and all living and non-living things. And then from Big Bang to the black holes. Black hole is the end of it, when everything shall come back to its original form. All stars shall lose their light, and everything, whole universe will be rendered a small black hole. Everything concentrated in a small atom. And when Stephen Hawking, in his book, he was asked a question, what is going to happen next? He said, we cannot predict. Nobody on earth can ever predict. When this whole system is brought back to its original form, the universe will be rolled back, as Quran explained. But what is going to happen next, nobody can predict, because we determine our laws, those laws which were determined at the time of Big Bang, when this universe started. Those are the physical laws. And when those physical laws will be finished, they will be withdrawn, we don't know what is going to happen, what kind of laws will be, if there is a recreation, or what is that, nobody can ever say. because it's beyond human comprehension. But Quran being book of God, He is creator, He's a destroyer, He's a recreator, He's a resurrector. He knows better. But what I wanted to convey, that as one thing is certain, the recreation of this universe, as Quran explains, that will be a different kind of world. Only Allah knows the laws of time and space, the situations, or what Quran talks about, the reward and punishments. This is beyond human. We cannot even comprehend. We can even imagine. Even prophets couldn't imagine. How could ordinary human being? That's why Prophet said, peace be upon him, in this great hadith, that Allah has created for His pious and righteous people the reward which no ear has ever heard, no eye has ever seen, nor any human mind has ever imagined. How can we imagine? There are limitations to our senses. We can go beyond a particular, because we have been provided with faculties. We can't go beyond a certain limit, and that's the limitation. So we should not get confused by thinking about fire, as has been explained, fire or firewood or charcoal wood or electric crematoriums burning electricity, or nuclear, or this petroleum fire which takes fire and it may be hell like that, or Jahannam or the hell is going to be like an atomic reactor where atomic fission and fusion take place, and this is a big failure. These are all human concepts. Nobody can even imagine. Similarly, about the comforts, but think about the streams and the ornaments and adornments are like, this is an answer to many of our questions about who's and kasurs. We get confused because here we think man-woman relation only in a particular, in a sexual relation man and women join. But that will be beyond. There will no, or we think about food. Here we eat food because we have limitations. This is for our sustenance, food to maintain our strength, for our growth, for our reproductive processes. But in that next world, as Prophet Peace be upon him explained, nobody is going to born, nobody will be born, nobody is going to die. Nobody is going to suffer from aging. Everybody will be young. So the food we eat should not be confused with the apple or orange or bananas of this world, or pomegranates that Quran talks about this, because we know something produces calcium, some potassium, some iodine, and some phosphorus because we need it. There nothing is needed. Everything is determined by God. So same way about man-woman relation, hur, maksur, and we think that there will be together because there will be reproduction and recreation. Nothing beyond that. So this is just to show that there will be comforts, all kinds of comforts. But how? Nobody on earth can even imagine. So we should not get confused by silk and brocades as we see it here. The high couches reclining against pillows, like we use this for our comfort here, or any punishment like fire and burning, as we see fire here happening. So that's too superficial study of Quran, or misunderstanding of the spirit of the Quran, which Quran does. So at the end of it, Quran says about these good and righteous people, they'll be rewarded. On reward best known to Allah, which no human man can come. Simply Quran says, Nima Sawab, what the best the reward they'll get. Wahasunat murtafaka, and what the best place to dwell. This will be they'll be provided in the gardens of paradise. Again, gardens are not to be confused with the gardens of this worldly life. We see here and there, with greenery, with fruits, and with shades, like we see in this world. No, that's what will be. That will be known, inshallah, to us when, inshallah, Allah will make us to enter such gardens. Inshallah. Sadaqallahu Azim. Next time, again, follow some stories, some interesting, with full, lesson full stories, inshallah, next time.